Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am a thrifty trooper and I'm an eBay reseller based in the UK. This is my walkabout day, whatever it is. But basically it's in Staffordshire. Now, this is a bit of a different one because I wanted to try and get like a bit of a walkabout of a different area. So one that's quite run down in comparison to one that's quite affluent, let's just say. And the first one that I'm starting with is actually Stoke Centre. Now, it's not got the best reputation, but you can actually find some really good stuff. This is the Dougie Mac, which is like a local hospice in the area, and they have it's like the main charity around here. Now, I never find anything in that store, and yet I managed to find a John Smedley top. Yeah, guaranteed. Obviously it was like £4, but I don't care. I just literally saw one that morning for 25 quid, so I'm all was all in. This is the what shop's this? Oh yeah, this is the Red Cross. This is another one where I found these little toys in a bag, and 4 of them, there was 10 of it altogether, and 4 of them went for 25 quid, so I'm happy. But yeah, so it's very hit and miss. That's why I directly went to the toy shelf. Yeah, very hit and miss. This is the Samaritans. This is another good one. I found an All Saints top the other week, and it sold literally that morning that I went there for, I think it was like £19.95. So, and it only cost like £2. So yeah, it was very good, and it's very hit and miss. Now, you can see some Wii games that are sealed, and they're going for £20 each in a charity shop. Yes, you heard me. But to be fair, that's what they're going for, like on Amazon. Now, the more affluent, and I say affluent in air quotes, is oh my god, what is up with this camera work? I'm so sorry. I've gone to Stafford. Now, I haven't been to Stafford in like over a decade, so I went and it's changed. Oh my god, but it's still like quite nice. It reminds me a bit like Chester, if you know what I mean, a bit like Chester. Yes, that's a collectibles place, and I got a board game there. It was very expensive. They had so much like collectibles, like, you know, pottery and games and very specific toys. I saw weirdly, I saw a full set of Zelda manga box set, and they go for £40 on Amazon, and they had them for £50. What? Yeah, so I just wanted to show you the disparities between price. Now, this is like the Godzilla walk down the parade. Yes, it is me. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I wanted to kind of like show some of like the area. Now, just because it's a little bit more affluent, it doesn't mean it's like not open to, you know, the problems that every other place faces, like homelessness. I see so many homeless people. It's heartbreaking. It really is. And Stafford isn't any exception. Yeah, basically, I found so much higher quality items, and it's not just that. It's because I went to an affluent place. It's because when I went to Stoke, I found some shirts. I found some really nice shirts. I found some really high quality shirts. Oh, this is Save the Children. It's just that, like, I've never seen Jaeger for men, and I went to that Save the Children. I saw a Jaeger jacket which I got, but it was £9.50. Yeah, but I should flip it for about 30 odd quid, £39.99 maybe. So yeah. Let's see, where I keep saying, oh yeah, there's is it Catherine's Hospice? They have like 3 stores. They have a pound store, they have a collectibles store. This is the pound store. I got like 2 things from there. It wasn't amazing. Oh, avoid. I didn't even go into the British Art Foundation. It was the furniture place, to be fair, but I just no. Now this place that I'm going to, it's like a department store. This St Catherine's Hospice clothes shop. Oh my god, there was so much stuff, loads of stuff from like the Harrods clothing line, which can go for a fair bit. So a Ted Baker jacket for £15, and it was just a little bit more expensive that I'm more comfortable paying, but I found so much stuff. I'm going to kind of go through a few bits. That's why I'm zipping through all this. I'm going to go through a few bits while I go. Oxfam, I found nothing, but it's worth just showing. Yeah, I don't know if I showed you some of the prices, but they were just a little bit astronomical. Which is surprising because I think Oxfam's very hit and miss. Now, I went to the Sally Army and I found a few bits, but that's not me running away from it. I did actually go in. Yeah, this is me just showing you. Look, this is how posh they are. They've got like a Harry Potter courtyard, and it was basically me running to get the train because I'm in Stone now. Stone is a little town / village. in between Stoke-on-Trent and Stafford, and it's kind of like tucked away, but like lots of people like live there. I had family that lived there. This is a charity shop, which was a bit like, oh god, this is going to be really expensive. It's not actually. It's actually quite reasonably priced. And I did end up picking up, I think it was 2 shirts. What was it? I think it was a J Crew shirt for like $1.99, and I think I can flip that for about $19.99 because it's in really, really good nick. Yeah, I ended up getting quite a lot of stuff, which, like I said, I'm going to talk about later. Specifically from this store. This is like a local community store, and I don't think they knew what they had. I don't think they've heard of eBay. Thank God for me. Another Salvation Army, and yeah, I found some bits in here. Now, the reason I wanted to kind of like zip through all that is because I have quite a lot, and it just goes to show if you go to like, I don't want to say rundown or poor or, you know, affluent or rich areas, but it is kind of that. They've kind of, there's like steps, isn't there? There's like categories and of like, you know, more well-off areas, but you can end up spending a lot of money. And I ended up spending on my trip to Stone and Stafford £112 and 14p. I have been counting. I have I have got it all laid out here. I've got everything here, and I've done my research on each item, which are, I think there's 37 items. Yeah, 37 items, I believe. Oh my god, there was loads. And there's a couple of bits as well that are going in bundles, but individually this is what they kind of like are going to sell for. I've checked all the comps, comparisons, estimates, you know, not estimates, averages. Right, so this is kind of after everything. So £112 and 14p, that's the cost. Now, if all of them sell at the prices that I've got here that they've sold in the past, or, you know, the averages, the overall turnover, or the gross, I believe it's called, because I'm not business savvy, I should be, is £870 and 24p. Right? And then you take off the cost, you take off the post and packaging and the fees, and it's a lot. So my guesstimate net on everything is £492 and 51p. So that's if everything when everything sells at the price that I want it to sell. No doubt I will be getting offers on some, and I will be accepting on a couple of them. But yeah, I'm just going to show you some of the things of certain regard, which I've actually just taken pictures of. It's not a lot, but it's like a little selection. Okay, Miss Tiggy Winkle, I found her in Stone. I got it for £1, and the last one to go went for $18.99 plus $2.99 postage, but mine has tags, and the last one to go with tags went for, I think it was like, with inclusive of postage, I think it was like 27 quid, but I'm putting this one up at $24.99. Okay, this is the Jellycat toy. It's Rodney, and I got him in Stoke of all places, and it was 50p. Now it was in the Samaritans, and I keep going into the Samaritans because they've got a Pokemon toy there for £2.50. Now I refuse to pay for a soft toy £2.50 unless it's like really, really rare or Disney or something, you know what I mean. But yeah, and it's been there since like ever. So yeah, this one next to it, 50p, and I just saw the Jellycat thing, and I didn't really even check, but I checked online on eBay. One hasn't sold recently. I can't find it recently, but someone's put this up, and because it's discontinued, or what's the word, retired, that's the word, isn't it? Discontinued is like for makeup. They put it up. They put theirs up for $42.99. What? So basically put this up for $37.99 with the hope of getting maybe $29.99. I was going to put it up for $29.99 just to be sure, but it's already got, I put it up last night and it's gotten something like 17 views, so you know. Okay, this is Bing from Bing the Black Bunny, Black Rabbit, I think, Bing the Rabbit from CBBS, I don't know. But basically, I got this for 50p, and it is going, because it's the talking one as well, you press it and it talks, it's going for like $13.99 average. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold out, I'm going to try and find all of his crew or with his little mates, because altogether I've seen like just 4 of them go for north of 30. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get a bundle of them and yeah, sell them on for bigger profits. But I won't get them if they're over £1, basically. Now the first of my clothing haul. Now I've literally picked up just a few things to show you, because there is tons of it, and I don't know what it is. I've kind of transitioned from toys to clothes, but then I do kind of obviously like look out for toys and everything. So yeah, this is my clothing haul. This is Eagles NFL. I'm going to put this up pronto because of the NFL Super Bowl. So I mean, I know Eagles weren't, you know, the ones playing, but you know, it's in people's mind. Okay, this was from that shop that the ladies who worked there didn't obviously know what they had. This is a Calvin Klein jeans like jacket, and it is in perfect condition, and it's large, and there's no holes, nothing wrong with it, and it's really nice. And it was $4.99. What? I think if you follow me on Instagram, it's the same name. I always end up, I put up something like, has anyone ever heard of that in a charity shop? Because if this was in any other charity shop, like say the British Heart Foundation, or even like, you know, Oxfam or something, it would be something like $19.99. So yeah, basically $4.99, and I'm going to put it up. I don't know whether to try and put it up for the end of winter, or maybe hold on to it until fourth quarter or autumn coming. Yeah, but I'm going to try and sell it for $39.99. Okay, these are Levi jeans. These were $6.99. These are, which shop were these from? These were from an established shop, and they had loads of stuff. They had like Henry Lloyd. They had Armani stuff, like a load of Armani shirts. But I was a bit kind of skeptical because they didn't look original, yet they were priced like they were, and I was a bit like, no. Yeah, so Levi, and there were 38 waist these, so these should do okay. I'm just looking down my list. That I got them for $6.99 and probably £30 on the averages. The kind of, I never put things up for auction that I like this. I always put them up, buy it now. Yeah, if I put them up for maybe £32, I'll probably get an offer. Hopefully $29.99, something like that. Now, this is reminiscent of one of the very first things I got when I decided to do my eBay challenge, and that was like a Formula One racing jacket. This is a yachting or a sailing jacket, and it's like an Anoraki kind of feel, but then on the back it's got extra padding and stuff. But yeah, what's that say? North Sails. Now, I had real trouble trying to find comparisons with this. I still am. I've seen something very similar, but it doesn't. It's more of a pullover, like a windbreaker jacket. This is a zip. I'm just trying to find. Oh yeah, here it is. It's a large, and I got it for £1, and that was from the Sue Ryder place. Now the other thing, that the comparison that I'm using, the pullover one, was very similar. It had almost exactly the same, and on the back it's exactly the same, just without the zip. That went for $44.99. Yeah, so I'm going to put mine up for either $44.99 or $49.99. So I'll see where I go with that. I'll probably end up with 35 quid. Okay, we all know that Orvis sells, Orvis the brand sells, but do we think that Orvis ugly sells? Now, these are like Hawaiian shirts, and I'm going to put them up. I don't know whether to put them up quite immediately, because people are planning their Easter holidays and stuff, so you never know. So someone might be going to Hawaii, I'm not sure, but they were like a double XL and an XL, and these were £5 each. Yeah, and these were from Stoke. These were from what was is it the Children's Society, I think? Yeah. Oh no, it was Mind. So yeah, I'm a bit iffy about Mind, but sometimes they can actually have good stuff. But yeah, £5 each, and I'm going to try and sell them for £30 each, maybe. I'll probably end up, if someone gives me offers, they'll probably give me offers of like £20, and that I might just take, because a tenner after all said and done for each of them is alright, because look how bad they are. Okay, this classy suit, which I love. It is like so retro and so cool. It's by Hardy Ames for Hepworth. That's it. Such a mouthful. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it's so nice. And the only reason I don't get suits because you have to sit on them for ages. But I was looking around the shop, and I was quickly kind of like, you know, checking the comparisons, and they can go between 40. And there's one that's very similar to this that went to £70, and it had the pants and everything. This has the pants and everything, but it says medium with a question mark, and the sizing isn't there, so I might have to take it to like a tailor's and just ask to say like, do you know what size this is? But yeah, I think maybe I've put here $54.99 for starters. That's what I've kind of averaged it out at, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it should go for that. I don't know until I actually do the measurements and, you know, check it out. Yeah, sorry it was rambly. Sorry it was really quick and I had to rush through a lot of the stuff, but I had so much stuff. Um, yeah, it was kind of this is kind of like hijacked my week in terms of YouTube videos. I was meant to be doing like my eBay challenge, which I think I still will do, but I was going to put up my Derbyshire video, which I haven't done. This was kind of like an off the cuff kind of day, going to Stafford and Stone. Yeah, but it was an experiment for me trying to get more quality items instead of quantity items, which I've been doing in the past, and I find it's more like in terms of areas, and I think instead of city areas I'm going to try and focus on towns and villages, because I find in city areas you get like 80% cedarwood state. If you haven't noticed, in terms of clothing, it's like the majority, and specifically men's for me, it's more cedarwood state and it's more easy, and occasionally now and again M&S, you see them quite often, and then very few and far between you do get really good quality. I mean, saying that, I went at Stoke, I got those Orvis shirts, but they knew what they had and they priced them at I think a reasonable rate of £5 each, considering I can sell these specific ones for £30. But yeah, I find the quality of items and the amount you will get in terms of the rural towns like Stone. I mean, there was Levi, there was Henry Lloyd. There was Henry Lloyd there for, yes, it was like £7. There was Tommy Hilfiger there for £7. There was quite a lot of stuff in specifically just one charity shop. I didn't really need to go anywhere else, technically. I mean, I did because of in terms of the video. But yeah, I do find like, my theory is rural areas and towns, they're going to be the place I'm going to be sourcing, or they're going to have the highest yield. But £112 into 492, and by the way, that's the high end. I think I'll probably get, after all offers and everything, probably get about 300 net. But anything in between there I'll be happy with. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I'm rambling again, so bye bye.